All right, so I'm stoked for today's training. Have you ever wondered what it is, or not just wondered what it is, but how you can control what drives you and what stops you? And of course, you have to know first what that is, but then how do you control it? So I'm going to go into that today. My name is Chris Webb. If we haven't met, I'm just a guy who lived a fucked up past, and now I don't, and now I want to help other men do the same. So today, I want to talk about, for me, what I like to focus on are the four things that move us. We have marriage, mindset, fitness, finances. Now, I know that there's a lot within those, but those are the major four. So, out of these four things, what controls the other three the most? And I know a lot of guys might say, well, marriage, right? If my wife isn't happy, I'm not happy, everything's shitty. However, I know a lot of people that have a really good marriage, but there's a lot of other things that are really jacked up in their life, right? So not marriage. So out of the other three, what controls the other three, right? What controls all of them? And then a lot of guys would say finances, right? If my finances are right, then I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress. That's why things fucking suck at home, is because of finances. And that's why this is happening and that's happening. This is happening is because of finances. However, we all know, we have to be careful. We all know very rich assholes, very miserable rich people. We all know them. So it's not finances. So what's left? Mindset and fitness, right? Fitness is nice. Fitness feels good. Health is a powerful thing. However, the one thing that controls all of it, as I'm sure you guessed, is mindset. Mindset. And I'm not doing this on accident. This is on purpose. This is mindset. If I was to ask you, how is your mindset when I'm doing this? You're going to have a feeling. You might see this and have a feeling, right? Now, this doesn't mean anything, but it's what we assign to it. The meaning that we assign to this. We assign a meaning to this, right? And mindset controls everything. Our mindset will control how we think, determines how we feel. How we feel determines what we do. What we do determines what we have. It's all here. Thoughts are things. Mindset is everything. Remember this all the time. And remember, the only reason why we have a feeling about this is the meaning that we assign to it. Someone told us a meaning a long time ago. We assigned it, and therefore it is there. And so therefore, whenever we see this, we have that meaning that we assign to it. That's important to know, because that means we can assign or unassign or reassign meanings to anything. And that doesn't mean play in make-believe land. It truthfully means we have the power, the decision-making power, right? We control our decisions, we control our thoughts to assign meaning to everything and anything that happens in our life. And that's done by having a very strong mindset. And mindset is developed over time. This is the strongest thing we have. This will govern all of the other areas of our life. Better mindset will create a better marriage. Better mindset will create better fitness. A better mindset will create better finances, right? We all know that. So if we know what moves us, what stops us, what slows us down, what keeps us from taking action? In my belief, in the majority of things in our life, the thing that stops us the most is not fear of failure. It's fear of what other people will think about our failure. Fear of judgment. You ever wondered why it is that people have a fear of public speaking? Because it's judgment at a large scale, right? It's judgment. We have this fear of judgment. So I want to share something with you about how I assign meaning to judgment. I'll go through this fast and I'll keep this training short. There's 5. Basically, I can rate if I wanted to rate my judgment scale, right? From I totally care to I don't give a shit, right? I have the power to do that. And what helps me do that are these 5 things. So the lowest on the scale. So if we're talking about judgment, we're talking about we want to do something, whether we want to start working on our marriage. And maybe you have to do something that other people are knowing that you're doing and you're in that fear of judgment. Or maybe your fear of judgment from your wife, whatever it is, right? Maybe you want to work on your your marriage. Maybe you want to go to a growth event, right? Probably one of the most underutilized tool that exist are growth events. Let's say you wanted to start on a health journey, a fitness journey. Let's say you wanted to learn some skill sets to develop more income streams. Whatever those things are, maybe you have this fear of judgment. That's what stops the majority of people trying to do any of those things or all of those things. What will so and so say? What will so and so say? What will so and so say? Or you post something on social media. So I want to get right to it. The 5 different assigned numbers of I totally care to I don't give a shit is like this. Number 5, I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5 would be a comment on social media from someone I don't know. So judgment from someone I don't know is number 5. I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a shit. And I'm hoping that you guys can take this too, because it blows my mind when I talk to other men who assign meaning to a comment from someone they don't even know. It's probably some 12-year-old little boy in mommy's basement or a 42-year-old little boy in mommy's basement commenting on your post and I assign meaning to it. Look at, there's that meaning, right? No way. So number 5 would be from someone would be on the far side of I don't give a shit, comments from people that we don't know, right? And those mostly come in the form of social media, because that would most likely not be in person. Comments, now we go to number 4, and this is a brutal one for a lot of people. Comments from people we know, but they are not where we want to be. You have those people in your life, right? Family members are a good example of this. What you need to do, and I can't believe you're doing this, and who do you think you are, and all of those things, people that might be closest to us, giving us advice or negative feedback, and they're not where we want to be. So what is our level of give a shitness on that? What meaning do we assign to that? Think of your meaning right now, and then think about what you want to assign to it. This is so important, you guys. So that's number 4. So someone that's not where you want to be. Number 3, someone you know, or maybe you don't know, who is where you want to be. Who is where you want to be. Maybe it's me, for example. Maybe you don't know me at all. First time ever seeing me right now. And you said something to me, or I commented on your post or something like that. Now, I would never put negative comments. That's just not who I am. Let's say it was feedback of some sort. If I am where you want to be, but you don't know me, you might have a level of give a shitness. Well, I might assign a little meaning to that because he's where I want to be. Maybe, right? Maybe. Number 2, someone who's where you want to be, who has taken someone just like you to where they want to be. Someone who is where you want to be, who has taken someone just like you where you want to be. So I can put this all in first person, right? So that's number 4. So I put a post out there on social media. I'm going to run through this real quick. I put a post out there on social media. I get comments from someone, some negative comments from people that I don't even know. I don't give a fuck. Comments from people that I know that aren't where I want to be. Why would I give a fuck? Comments from someone who is where I want to be, but it's a negative comment. Well, that's kind of weird. Are they really where I want to be if they're commenting negatively? Someone who is where I want to be, who has taken someone just like me to where I want to be. Now, there wouldn't be a negative comment, but that would be someone I would listen to. I'm assigning that meaning, right? You're not going to get negative comments from most likely 3, 2, and 1. You're going to get negative comments, if we're talking about social media, from 5 and 4. But let's say we want to just assign meaning to feedback. Feedback isn't always criticism. Feedback is good, right? Because let's say, we haven't even talked about number 1 yet, but let's say 5 through 1 all had negative reaction to whatever you're doing. You might want to switch it because 1, 2, and 3 are where you want to be, right? However, if you're in a conversation with 1, 2, or 3, you're going to want to assign some meaning to what they're saying. So the number 1 person that I am going to assign the most meaning to, I care what they say, because that person is where I want to be, and they have taken multiple people to where I want to be. Because if that's the case, I can slide right in. I can listen. If I listen to that person and I take their advice, I assign the right meaning to the words coming out of their mouth, right? Then they will help me get to where I want to be in proof, because they have helped many people like me get to where I want to be. So I hope that makes sense. There's only 5 categories of people that I listen to I don't listen to, right? So I'll run through them again one more time, just so we're clear on everything, because the majority of people do not have conversations with 1, 2, and 3. It's 4 and 5 is where we get stuck. 4 and 5, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. Negative comments from people we don't fucking know. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Negative comments from people we do know. You're not paying my bills. You're not where I want to be in life. Why would I take advice from a plumber when I'm trying to do electrical work? Right? It makes no sense for us to give a shit about 4 and 5. Number 3, someone's where we want to be. Maybe we're going to listen to them. Number 2, someone's where we want to be and they've taken somebody else there. I'm going to listen a little bit more. Number 1, someone's where we want to be and they've taken lots of people just like me to where I want to be. I'm listening. 100% listening, right? So the 4 things that move us forward: marriage, mindset, fitness, finances. Which one rules them all? This one right here, mindset. What meaning are we assigning to it? We're assigning the meaning from either 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. Every day we go through this. I hope this helps you guys. Here you go. Please make sure to like and subscribe to this page. If you want to see more content like this, you can click the notification bell. Leave a comment down below. Look at, like I said in the beginning, I'm just a guy who used to live a shitty way, and now I don't. I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I want to help other men get there. And the way that I can do it, with your help and with your support, if you would do that for me and for something bigger than us to help other men, is when you do like, when you do subscribe, when you do comment on these videos, it helps the channel a lot, just reach more men. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.